I was born on March 13th, 1993, to Tom and Tracy Craig. I grew up in the small town of Pendleton, Indiana, and lived in this house with my mom, dad, and 3 older brothers. My family was and always has been supportive and loving towards everyone in it. Because of my healthy surroundings, I ended up on the favorable side of trust versus mistrust in Erickson's 8 stages of man. Early on, I discovered the world around me by watching others and using my senses. I was in the sensory motor stage of Piaget's stages of cognitive development. My mom said that I was very organized and particular about the actions I made. My need for order and patterns depicted my logical and analytical intelligence at a very young age. I started to become very independent in the fact that I wanted to discover and learn things on my own. Because of my need to be independent and explore, I was on the favorable side of autonomy versus doubt, and eventually initiative versus guilt as well. I was eager to learn and often interrupted my brother when he worked on his homework with my mom. In preschool, I continued to learn as much as I could. I was in the pre-conventional stage of moral development, often avoiding timeout or getting in trouble. My academic development thrived with the help of a few of my aunts who were teachers. My social-emotional development was stimulated by growing up in a daycare. I knew kids from the daycare and the school, so that helped me make friends with them and other people they were friends with. By elementary school, I was very sure about becoming involved in as many sports as I could. All of my brothers played sports and influenced me in that way because I looked up to them and they were my role models. In this way, I became very bodily kinesthetic as a learner, and I was also more hands-on as a learner. Throughout sports, I made tons of friends. My social-emotional development and identity, so to speak, was formed through softball, basketball, and eventually soccer and track. At this point, I was in my conventional stage of wanting to please others. I often worked hard academically and athletically to reach high expectations and do things people thought that I wouldn't be able to do because of my age. Middle school was definitely an awkward stage for me, as it was for anyone. I never really went through the stages of changing my identity. I was always a sporty girl, but my clothing style eventually changed to more girly, as my friends' clothing style changed as well. Cognitively, I began to realize my strengths in math and science. My logical and analytical intelligence started to become more and more obvious as I ended my middle school years and began my high school years at Pendleton Heights High School.
And I was like, Mama, this air bubble right here, it's gonna make me fly. I hit that court, and when I jumped.
In high school, I really started to realize my capabilities academically and started to work towards my future. I was originally very positive that I wanted to do something in the medical field, so that's what I worked towards. I was highly involved in varsity track, soccer, and basketball. I even played tennis my senior year with my friends. Throughout sports, I made some of the best friends and became involved in other extracurricular activities with them. My life literally involved around eating, sleeping, school, and athletics. I never really had time for anything else, and I never really wanted to make time for anything else.
See, he just wanted a jump shot, but they wanted to start a cult, though. Didn't want to get caught from Genesee Park to Othello. You could clown for those probings with the Velcro. Those were
High school was the point in my development where I really matured and began to plan my future. Everything I did in high school was to get me into a good college and to build my resume. Success in athletics really improved my social and cognitive development. I learned how to be a leader, be responsible, and efficiently manage my time to become successful academically and athletically. The friendships I made and the success we shared will be ingrained in me forever. These girls are still some of my closest friends, and we support each other in every aspect of life to this day.
what we can't have. Commodity makes us want it. So expensive. I just got to flaunt it, got to show 'em. So exclusive, this, that new shit. $100 for a pair of shoes. I would never hoop in. Look at me, I'm a cool kid. I'm an individual, yeah, but I'm part of a movement. My movement told me be a consumer, and I consumed it. They told me to just do it. I listened to what that swoosh said. Look at what that swoosh did. See it consume my thoughts. Are you stupid? Don't crease them, just leave them in that box. Strangled by these laces, I can barely talk.
In 2011, I graduated third in my class, made some of the best memories of my life, and was accepted into Butler University. After graduation, I couldn't wait to start the new chapter in my life. Once I got into college, I went back to how I had made friends previously throughout my entire childhood, through sports. My freshman year, I walked onto the basketball team. This experience has really impacted who I spend my time with and the memories I've made throughout college so far. Although I decided to stop playing before my sophomore year, I made great memories and friends in the process. My sophomore year was a big year in terms of changing my life. I decided I was not passionate about pharmacy or anything in the medical field really, like I thought I would be, and completely changed to something I knew I was passionate about, working with kids and having the chance to impact their lives. After entering the College of Education here, I feel like I'm on the right path to creating a happy adulthood for myself, and I'm very excited for what is to come.
But I got creative control in my soul's mind.